today, I'm going to start installing the new hard lowers. So I'm going to pull out the soft lowers. I'm going to install the hard lowers, and they're right here in this box here. And I ordered them painted, so they're paint to match. I've already opened it up and I kind of went through it. And you can see in here, it's wrapped up really nice when they shipped it. So, and then we do this one hand without dropping anything. Right there. So there you go. There's one side. So obviously this one goes on that side right there. Boom, right there. Actually, no, this is the other side. It goes this way. Sorry. So this is the other side of the bike. It goes on like that. And you can see where it goes around the bar. So I'm going to go through the instructions. I'm going to start assembling this side over here. And I want to see if I think I might have to change out my highway peg. I'm not sure. So I'll take a look at that. And then when I get to that point where I get an idea of how this thing goes, you got to look at the instructions. I'll kind of do a walkthrough on what goes where. Okay? Okay, so I removed my original highway peg that was on there. You can see the soft lower's been removed. And then I open up the box and here's all the packaging and stuff that comes with it. So you get all the various pieces that go on. These look like the vent blockers that block for the radiator on the for the versions that have water-cooled heads. And then all your mounting hardware looks like it's included. And then you have your instructions right here. So I'm wearing gloves because it's cold out and I'm just kind of trying to take the chill off my fingers, but still have use of my fingers. So wearing these rubber gloves kind of helps. So you get very, very general instructions and a little view of the assembly. So it doesn't really tell you how to put it together. It just kind of gives you a picture and then a little number key and a little part number grid. So I don't know if you can see that. So there you go. So obviously the XXX, I believe, is the color code, or the color code would be, I guess. But you can always pause it and take a look at that. So anyways, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to test fit some of the components and see how it goes on. So. Very, very tight fit. So it goes in somewhere about like that. So obviously, I'm going to have to figure out exactly where this is going to fit. To see how, if any, if I get my highway peg bracket in here or not. So I'm not sure yet. So it looks like it's going to go just about there. When we get some of the pieces, we will see. So apparently, this goes this way, and this goes on this side, like that. Clamp on the bar. And obviously, nothing fits exactly right. Push through there, and then this clamps up here, and there's two nuts to go on there. So looks like you use these ones right here, and then this just goes on here. So I'm going to test fit everything nice and loose, just enough to hold it into a semi-position. Like that. get the bottom one here. This clips are on the bar, and I'm unsure. I think it ends up going this way, like that. According to the drawing, it does. It isn't. I mean, bent very badly. It goes like that, and there's a screw, plastic washer, and a nut that pinches through from this side. And that looks like it's this hardware here. So. So it goes through the plastic washer. Looks like it has a little sticky back or something on there. And I guess it's sticky back to go on that side. Stuck that on there, since I go on there somewhere like that. This is going to go through here. Like that. Through here. Then trapped into here. So I'm going to have to get something to bend this tighter, because it doesn't exactly match the shape. So let's see if I can get something. I don't know if I want to do that. Got a good use for this stuff. Lay on the ground with it. Get a better look under there. Let's take a peek. Yeah, it's on there tight. It'll go though. Use a different trick, I think. Using a deep well socket, and pushing it, and spinning it. Let's try this first. Okay, I got it started. No cross threads. So that's on there. Alright, let's put some clearances. Seems to fit pretty good down there. There's a little bit bigger gap right here. Sure, but maybe I want to bring it up a little bit. Let's see. It says to use the service manual procedures, which I do not have. So, oh well. And it says to pre-assemble the whole thing. I did it in here just to see. I think this needs to come out a little bit more, which I don't know if it will with that on there, because it is pretty tight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tighten that up. See if I can get the bracket to shape more to the bar. And then I take it back off. It requires Torx. T30. Looks like it's a T30. So I'm just going to hold on to it. Okay. Oh, that worked. If I were to say it, I think it goes there. Which is about where I originally had it. So. But I'm gonna play with this for a while, and I'll go back out when I got something. Yeah, well, it looks like the pegs were able to go on, the highway pegs. I'm not sure where I want to put them yet, so I had to actually flip the bracket over and install it a little bit differently, just to get it to fit correctly, or so it actually fits. But there's with one side, just a skeleton of it, and then obviously the other side's nothing. So I keep going back and forth on chrome combination, chrome, black, and white. I was thinking about changing the crash bar over to black, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Should I leave it to chrome or change it over to black? I haven't decided. So I'll keep going back and forth on it. Alright, I'm going to take a look at more of the components of it and see if I can get more of it together. I like to take my time, that I'm not sitting here and video myself looking over every single piece. So as I get something installed, I'll let you in on it and let you take a look. So, but I'll walk around this side, you can see. So that's just a skeleton, basically, just the shell itself installed. You got this little piece down here, which installs with this little loop piece here, and there's a nut there. And then you got your two right here. And that's it, and it's on there. And what I struggled with is this gap down there. I didn't want it touching the lower air dam or whatever it is, and it's very, very close. You can see it down in there. It's really close. So there isn't much you can do. It kind of seats itself once you get in position. So I tell you what, board trackers, if they're the ones who painted it, I'm not really sure. They did an excellent job on painting this thing because I ordered it this color. So I don't know if it came from Harley or board trackers, but I'm not sure. But it's a perfect paint job. So, all right, I'm gonna continue going. Okay, so I'm in the process of installing the vent door, which is right here. This slides into a hole in here, and there's an alignment process you have to do in here. You have to make sure that this is in the right position in order for this to function correctly. Otherwise, you can get this clocked wrong and it won't work. So when it's in this position, when your vent is slid all the way over, so it's closed off, and then you slide it all the way over to this way, it's in the wide open position like this. So you have to make sure you clock this correctly, this lower piece correctly as you install this, which ends up being about like that when you install it. And then I noticed when I'm putting this together on here, if you slide it all the way over to this way, then you can snap the piece in, and then you can put your 3 screws in here. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's set the camera back up, and we will install that real quick. So I'm closing this little door here. This is like a little glove box. So I got this piece here. I'm just sliding it all the way over, and then running in there, and then snapping it into the bottom of it. Now it doesn't stay on very well, so you just heard it click, and that's it. I mean, it's that light duty. And then you hold this in position, and then you put your screws in. This is using it's a T20. These have Loctite on them already. So you just line it up here, which obviously it doesn't fit very well. I may see a problem. We will see. I may have to take it back off because I don't think I can get that other screw in there. I didn't notice that till now. So let's see. And with anything Harley, part of this is standard screws and part of this is metric, which is, I don't understand. It seems the accessory portions of their stuff is all standard, and then their factory OE stuff is all metric. I don't know if that's just because of their assembly process or what. I don't know why they're just going all to metric. So I have to sit there and run. You know, I mean, everyone's doing that. Pardon my jacket, by the way. I use this for working out on the side, and it's taking a beating pretty good. And I have to do something with this. This is kind of a soft rubber. I'll have to put some coating or something on it. Seems to line up pretty well. Alright. So there's one more screw here. Is that, I think it's behind the bar. I don't think I can get it. But you can see there it is. So you have your little vent here. There's another panel that goes in here. So, and then this is your little storage load area here. You see down there? There's a screw that goes here on this side behind the bar. So I may have to take the screws off. So we'll see. But yeah, there's your vent. All right, and we continue to put it together. As you can see, I didn't have to take it all the way off to get this piece on. So it still looks like probably the best way is to pre-assemble this prior to installing it, like it kind of says. I just wasn't sure how it was going to go together, so that's why I did it this way. So I'm going to finish putting it together, the rest of the pieces according to this drawing here, and then I'll put it back on. So there's one piece and you can kind of snake it through like that. Okay. So we snapped on the filler panel here on the outside. That snaps in. And there's another filler panel here which uses a T27. So that's what, 4 Torx bits now just to do this one thing. Obviously now you can see the color of this thing. It's like a soft. I'll have to clean it and probably use a plastic protectant or something on there. But, yeah. Okay, now I took it off. This just simply slid. I'm gonna move you guys. You can see right here. This just simply slid out like this, trying not to hit anything or damage anything, just like that. So that was it. So now I'll stick this back on. So yeah, this is much easier this way, just to pre-assemble it, put it on, and fit it. Yeah, that's a better way. So, obviously I already had this lower one lined up, so. So, yeah, simply went right back where I put it. 7. I'm just gonna bring this one to Craftsman. Stupid little keeps slipping. Yeah, like right now it's a nowhere land. Piece of crap. And the reason I have an extension on here is I'm trying to keep the ratchet away from everything else. And these I'm tightening up right here. A little, basically look at the threads, keeping it about the same distance. I think what I do is I'm going to leave it a little bit loose and then wiggle it, and it kind of center itself. Because it kind of fits in the pocket on this thing. I don't think it's moving, so yeah. Yeah, no, it's not moving. I think it just seats itself there. And this has plenty of clearance. I can move this up and down, kind of put it anywhere I want it. I'll crack a little bit loose more, just to see. Oh, there we go. So you can kind of seat itself right there. And just snug it up. I think it has this radius for this bar, some little seats, so it kind of centers itself. I'm sure in the manual there's probably some sort of alignment guide or something, but obviously I don't have one, so. But it's not rocket science. I'm basically bringing them to, I don't know, 10 foot-pounds maybe, the most. And they got a lot of Loctite on them, so the dry fit style Loctite. So this one, without putting a Torx on this side, I cannot tighten this up. So I know Loctite is biting in. Tied that one up about the same, so it's on there. So that still clears the air cleaner, so that's good. Gives you a little cubby hole down there. Not sure what you put in there. There's no line or anything in there. It probably just rattle around, but I don't know. You might be able to fit a drink in there, I think. Maybe. Small one. Alright, got the last piece to put on, and I think that is just this little insert clip. I'll have to look at how that's installed. I think that gets, kind of slides in here or something. I'll check that out. And then tighten that up, and that should be it. So just so you know, that clip slides onto here. Like that, and then you have a nut. And this just simply slides on. Should simply slide on. If I get to align correctly. Well, there we go. Oh, there's little alignment pieces on here that I just kind of forced it on. Right now, it's trapped on a screw. This is where sometimes just being patient is just much better. So there's a little hook right here. For some reason I didn't notice it before. There we go. So you hook it this way and then swing it this way. And it's on there, so it's kind of trapped. So you can see it there. And then you put the nut on the inside. So you get the idea? So like that. So you can see before and then after. I like it. The white and black. I don't know. I like it. Probably just an opinion, but some people probably hate it. I like it. There's only from Board Trackers, I think it was I don't know. I paid for these, and then both seats was $1,000 something, maybe a little bit more to my house. which was a lot cheaper than the local dealership. The Board Tractors sells it to wholesale to the public, which is, I think it's awesome. And if you spend over $100, it's free shipping. And they are not paying me to advertise any of this. I've had a pretty good relationship with them. And this is the only Harley I've ever owned that I bought just about all of my parts from them. The stuff right here, I bought this from my local, and they charged me, basically I didn't get any discount whatsoever, and I bought the bike from them. So what does that tell you? The salesman was awesome. The dealership is a different story. But Board Tractors up in Wisconsin, they seem to be awesome. I don't know why they all can't be that way. I mean, I'm willing to do all the work myself, and all they gotta do is sell me the parts. And that'll keep you coming back, right? Well, I mean, wouldn't it? There's nothing to come on there now. Doesn't want to go on there. Because it's the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Can't be the wrong one. Must be one of these. It's gotta be the small ones. Yeah, it's a small one. It's one of these small ones. I tried sticking a large one on there. It's one of these small ones right here. There's 3 of those per side. Yeah. So I may change this to black. I'm not sure yet. I mean, right now I kind of like it. So we'll see. I'm thinking about getting these and doing a speaker enclosure, but maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided. I can get the speaker enclosure, and honestly, with the way this is looking with the black on this side, I think I would probably just have it black painted. A black painted speaker enclosure on this side and white on this side. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So. All right, well, I'll get the other one installed. The other side, that is. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Because I do this stuff after work. And it's going on 8:45 already. And it took me a couple hours. I think I messed with this for maybe 2 hours. Looking at the assembly, fitting it, testing it out, rearranging my highway pack. I'll probably still have to play with that some more because I'm not sure. This might be too far forward for me. I might end up getting a new mount here and then extending it out here further. I haven't decided. We'll have to see. I can always change that later. It's not a big deal. But right now, it's simply crack these bolts loose and I can adjust them wherever I want. I want to make sure I'm not hitting. So I can adjust it. Oh yeah, I got plenty of room. Yep, I got plenty of room. I can go up and down and pretty much put it anywhere I want in here. So for right now, I'm just going to keep it low and kind of towards me. We'll see. I'm kind of lining it up with the groove and the little notch down here at the bottom. We'll leave it like that. Obviously, it's winter in Michigan. I'm not riding this thing for probably another 2 months. So, the seat situated. I'm kind of picking the way it looks with the solo seat on there. Maybe I can't wait to get the brackets in because it allows you to quick change. I'll swap out and go to a solo seat whenever I want. That's kind of cool. So. Alright, so tomorrow I'll get the other side on, and then obviously I'm not going to walk you through that whole entire thing. It's the same thing but opposite. But I'm going to pre-assemble that side, then I'm going to fit it on. Probably bend the bracket around the bottom just to fit it in. A little pinch bracket around the bottom. And then go from there. But you get the idea. Hard lowers from Harley Davidson on a Street Glide Special. This is a 2017. And that's a 2018 CVO seat. The factory seat's over there, but that's the CVO seat. this project, even the hard lowers, I'll put in the description for these two videos I'm doing between the seat and the hard lowers. I'll put all the part numbers and probably a link to board trackers. I'll just put the link in there to it, and I'll try to put a description in before the link so you know exactly what it is. So you can go there and you can click it. And even the hardware that I had to order for the seat after the fact, which is ridiculous, but it should have came with the hardware that you need to install the seat, but it didn't. Everything came from the lowers, so that's good. I like that. I don't know why the seat didn't, but I think I'm gonna end up putting another thing I'm gonna do is I'll probably end up putting the little vent pieces here for the frame, because I get a lot of heat coming off of there. It's crazy, and then maybe a couple more things here and there. I'm not sure yet. Lots of things to do with the Harley. There's tons of stuff you can do. So. Okay. Okay, it's been a few days since I finished it. Basically, I'm still waiting for the hardware for the rear seat, so I'll finish the video on the rear seat as well. This one's definitely going to go up before the other one, but as you can see, the hard lowers are installed. I guess until I ride it, well, obviously these aren't going to work. I'm gonna have to change these out. The brackets, they're not far enough for my legs. I can't reach them, so I'm gonna order new brackets for that. But they do clear. The bracket style does clear. The biggest issue I had was I lined up the first side and I got where I wanted it, and I tried to match the second side, and it looks like the crash bar itself isn't the same on both sides. So it never lined up. So I spent probably an hour fiddling with it, trying to move around the hard lower assembly to get it to match the other side perfectly, and I couldn't do it. So it's probably a quarter of an inch difference between one side and the other. I don't think you can really tell. But what I did is I made this area more important for the alignment, to make that the same on both sides, regardless of where it fell in regards to the frame on the motorcycle itself. And I did make sure it didn't hit down there in the cowl, so it's clearing down here, down there, so it clears. But yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. So as I was doing the video yesterday, and I always start saying so for some apparent reason, it must have stopped recording in the middle of me talking. I didn't even realize it, and I didn't close the video out, so I never posted it. But anyway, so I moved the bike back here. This is in the new garage area, and I started shifting some stuff around. That's why it's going to look different right now. I have my, what's the name of that cabinet again? Saber. I have a Saber cabinet here, and then I have another one in the box right here. I'm going to put this one together, and I'm probably going to basically put those two sitting here for right now, over right here. And then the stuff that's in the existing garage over here, the tables and all that, I may get rid of the tables, but the cabinets and stuff, maybe put the tables over here temporarily, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to set up a stack over here to get all that stuff into here and make the stuff that's sitting against this wall here easily moved, so when I tear this down, it's not in the way, and rebuild it. So right now I just kind of got stuff shoved over here and shifted around. The seat is not mounted, I just have it sitting there, and that's kind of what it's going to look like. So you can take a look. So that's what it's going to look like, except for the backrest is going to change. And I probably will ride with the backrest off most of the time, and maybe even the passenger seat off most of the time, unless my wife goes with me, and then I'll obviously put it back on. It's supposed to be a quick change, we'll see. That'll be in another video. But anyways, just wanted to give you a little quick update and finish out this video. So thanks for watching.